Hi there folks, I'm Capt Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. This week we still been working out in front of Fina docks in about 25 to 30 foot of water, putting that weight right on top of the hook, a 3-ounce weight or a 2-ounce weight right on top of the hook, using cut mullet, cut perch, cut menhaden's been working. Still a lot of good redfish all out in front on this structure out here in front. We've been catching slot reds. We've been catching bull reds. There's been a lot of sand trout. Still a lot of good fish right out here in front. If you get up against this wall and you free line live shrimp, we've been catching slot reds. We've been catching speckled trout all up against this bulkhead. Get done there, been coming around the side of Grasso docks, back behind these barges, and working all these little pilings. The sheephead are coming in, so there's a lot of good sheephead structure working all of these docks and working these pilings that the barges tie up on. Been a lot of good sheephead being caught through here. Also, you might be catching sheephead if you throw up against the rocks all the way up against the bank. There have been speckled trout. There have been slot reds. So all around this little area around Fina docks and Grasso have been holding good fish. When the weather's calm, I've been running on out and getting on these points of the jetties, throwing cut mullet or live shrimp. We've been catching slot reds. We've been catching bull reds. We've been catching speckled trout out here. Also, the sheephead are out here. On those, I've just been putting a little bitty weight right on top of the hook and working all this granite rock all the way back into Port Aransas. But there's still a lot of good redfish out here in front. Putting that number 2 or number 3 ounce hook right on top, weight right on top of the hook, and dropping down cut bait. Been a lot of good redfish still being caught out here. So still a lot of good fish working all around Port Aransas right now. If you come out of Port A, there's some white buoys out here that marks a wreck. And I've been using popping corks with live shrimp or free lining the shrimp above this wreck here. There have been bull reds. There have been quite a few sheephead starting to stack up on this wreck. If you don't get them there, over here where the barge docks are and they got these pilings, there's been sheephead all along these pilings in here. Just put your little weight on, a little piece of shrimp, and you'll get into them sheephead pretty good right through here. The redfish, we've been catching on an outgoing tide coming into Big Slough, and there's been good reds coming out of these back lakes and falling into these channels into Big Slough. And there's been black drum through here using just a lead head with just shrimp. Look for that dirty water, or you can actually see the school up on top. But all these little cuts, little sloughs been holding fish. Lighthouse sloughs been holding fish. When that current is going out, that is when I post up along this edge of these little canals, and I've been catching good fish all through here. Also, if you want to come back towards Aransas Pass and start working these guts that come into South Bay, there's been good redfish working these guts coming out of South Bay on a slow outgoing tide. With these fronts coming in, the tide's dropping. So if you'll just get in this deeper water, even in South Bay right now, along these edges, been good numbers of redfish through here, mixed in with black drum. If you get back here with you people that got the skinny water boats and come into this back creek that runs back into South Bay, there's been redfish through here. There's been black drum. The trout have been along the edges using popping corks and shrimp, or you can use a popping cork with your favorite plastic. My favorite is a gulp, white gulp with the chartreuse green tail. That has been working on the trout. If you come on the other side of the bridge over here by Fin and Feather and along Stedman's, there's been redfish through here. There have been good trout all along Stedman's right now. So work it slowly. If you don't get a bite, within 20, 30 minutes, move down a few hundred yards. But there's good fish all along Stedman's Reef and out in front of Fin and Feather right now. If you run through Morris Cummins Cut and come back here towards Estes, depending which way that wind is blowing, get you some popping corks with your favorite plastics. Start drifting, put your drift sock out, work it slow. There've been good trout working all of Estes in Redfish Bay right now. Just get on a pattern, work it back and forth. Make sure you pop them popping corks good. Live shrimp's been working also. Super spooks early in the morning. Been catching redfish, been catching trout. So if you're looking for that mixed bag, get out here on when it's not blowing so hard and get you on a good drip pattern. Still a lot of good fish working these flats right now. You know, this time of the year that I like to come back here into Piper Channel or Island Moorings. There's been black drum through here. There's been redfish. There's been speckled trout. Right here on this bend, you got a couple little cuts that go in back towards Coyote with these oyster reefs right here. I've been free lining shrimp. I've been using cut mullet. There's been redfish through here. The black drum, just a lead head with a piece of shrimp. Get your trolling motor. Start working them edges real slow. Don't get in no big hurry. There's a lot of good fish. There's a lot of little coves that go back into these back lakes. There have been redfish through here. You might find a lot of small ones, but there are a lot of good slot reds also. And the black drummer through here. There's sheephead right now starting to work all these oyster reefs. So just take your time, work them trolling motors slowly, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And if you are on the water, be safe out there during the holiday season. Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Monte Graham.